Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. I don't care what you think you heard. All right. I'm in no Johnny Depp position.
Oh, jeez.
see what I It's a Johnny Deposition.
Deposition. Deposition. That's good.
Oh man, hay fever is thick out here in South Carolina.
It sure is.
This is the wheat and the barley as they go back and forth, and the wind picks up, and it brings in the air. It's why I moved here, is for that fresh barley air.
Yeah. The forever waves of, what is the word from our national anthem? Purple mountains, majesty, and over fields of waving
Grain.
Grain. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
And over fields of grain.
Oh boy.
Well, oh boy! Listen, we got Blackcliff Beach. Do you have a post ready for him by chance? Like, do you have?
No.
No? Okay, so we'll do it. We'll do it with him. We'll start with him. Is he? Let's just get him right in.
Oh, I've already sent it, so we're just waiting on him.
This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. I am that Brian Sturges. Follow me at Mr. Brian Sturges. Follow him at Timothy Hall Music. Follow our soon-to-be guest at Cliff Beach Music and at Blackcliff Beach. Poor Life Choices TV, et cetera. Stall time. Now, what I was thinking about starting off with, Hazy Fox. We all know hazyfox.com. I hope that is the right address. If not, you'll find him. At the beginning of his shows, available to watch on YouTube Saturdays at 2 p.m. I'm there every day. Saturdays. I feel like the other 6 days are wasted waiting for him. But I'm there every day. The point is this. He does this very cool thing where he takes clips of people saying words. Like, I know it's not new, but you know what I mean? And he puts it against the music. And it's like there's very cool music that he's DJing with these kind of things. So I was going to see if we could start playing the week after, right? So like, cause obviously he's got to release his stuff, right? And then for the beginning of our shows, could we start off with a little bit of listening to that? But sometimes they're too long, right?
Yeah.
We can't listen to it for 3 minutes, but I like a little something. But anyways, could we pull it up for him? Let's pull it up. You're on hazyfox.com? Listen to me. Look at this advertisement. Do you understand that up to 11 people are going to hear about your website?
There it is. Look at that. You can chat with Hazy Fox.
Wait, is he on chat now?
Well, it says chat to him.
Well, what does that mean? So he's not on there live, ready. He's not like customer service. Well, hold on. What do we got here? Okay, this bit is going to turn into something. Leave your contact info. Okay, well, I think it's time for Blackcliff Beach. What was the email? Blackcliff
It is.
Beach at gmail.com. The phone, we're going to put 1-800-mattress.
Of course.
I don't know if you're familiar. Go to 1-800-mattress bags. Oh my God. I actually was thinking last night, is it time to do another hiatus? I was like, should we do the thing where we come back this summer? We should all just, I like to do 6. No, he's coming in now. Now's not the time. No, I had already established a new bit.
It's too late. I promised him because he asked me if we'd make him wait, and I said he's coming in immediately. So
just write a message before Cliff comes in. Come on, message. I want to lick your hot boots.
Hot boots, huh?
What? I didn't hear that.
So can we play his? Yeah, can we play his thing? Now listen, hey, if I gotta remove this, let me know. I don't care. I'll take it out for you in case. But look in the top left corner. He has Poor Life Choices TV because he's a Poor Life Choices.tv partner.
Heck yeah, yes I am. Yes I am. Strategic partnership.
Not you. We're not talking.
Damn it.
We haven't gotten.
But you are.
We'll intro you momentarily. Hold on.
Oh, I see.
We're in mid-bit because we were filling time. We're listening to Hazy Fox is doing some cool.
Oh, Hazy Fox, nice. I love his merch.
He does
should probably go here to the YouTube,
you know what?
right?
He's the guy who should be running all this merch with these clamoring that we have.
Oh, look at all
I
those
just wanted to say
2PM
clamoring
guys.
again, but in the complete opposite. Okay, but just press play. What are you doing?
Where do I
you
press play?
That's not a press play thing. You can't press. You're not. You got to press play. You got to turn it up.
We'll talk about unnecessary talk.
Welcome, Cliff Beach. Thank you for joining us. Hold on, we've introed you. Do you feel like you're part of it now? Are you happy now?
You lucky people.
Now we're going to have a little music.
I got this mustache.
Oh,
That brainwash
okay.
Is that what you're talking about?
I've seen this.
Well, yes. It was probably just about to start something. If you knew about music, like we were just about where something it would probably come in.
Is this like some Illuminati brainwashing?
Oh yeah, no, he's deep. He's deep.
Oh.
No, his grandfather was one of the I guess founding. We're not supposed to talk. You know, like Federal Reserve, Skull and Bones. You know how it is. Okay,
Oh,
so
I like it.
Yep, that's what I thought. Masonic, I see it.
He's
yeah.
got to get you in on this.
He's one of those I
He
fold the
does.
dollar
He-
bill
he
up and
did.
show you the
He
time.
does. He puts the one about the mustache is in here.
Mm.
He's like, well, I said, I got this mustache. He's put it in.
Just a mustache? That's very pervy.
Cliff, fill some time. What are you up to, buddy?
Oh, just living life, living the dream. I'm loving your background, Tim. You're like
Thanks.
very mushroom kingdom.
This time I searched for grooviest background. Usually I just do a
Nice.
groovy background, but I stepped it up to the next level.
I would like to talk about the racism in 1980s Super Mario. The Japanese and how
Italians?
they feel about the Italians.
I
They
think
have
this is
the-
important.
We're not all a bunch of plumbers. I mean, have I plumbed?
Yeah. I
You
don't
have.
think they knew at the time calling them the Mario Brothers made his name Mario. I think that's like an oversight.
I think I was lost
But-
in translation.
The person who created the music, I don't know his name. Tim, can you look it up?
Yeah,
You know him?
that guy was good. He did a lot of stuff.
Ridiculous. That is like some of the most amazing counterpoint. Not even Mario, that's iconic, but the Legend of Zelda theme has like crazy amounts of counterpoint. Counterpoint.
Counterpoint. I
Koji
love that. Cliff
Kondo
Beach was
is
like
the composer.
What's his name?
Koji Kondo.
Ah, yes, the condo method. I think it's BS. Can I just curse? I think it's bullshit. MTV, all these 16 and pregnant, that didn't exist when I was growing up. What happened to the shame and the stigma?
Oh, you
Oh,
think
you want to talk about whores? I mean,
I'm saying why are they glorifying the poor white trash? Like I saw just a few minutes of it, a different spin-off of 16 and Pregnant, where basically these three cousins,
17 and aborted.
Yeah.
no, they all had kids back to back, and then like everyone's like on Twitter or whatever saying like they had a pregnancy pact or something. It's like, why do we care? And why are we glorifying this to make this seem like this is acceptable? When you have literally ruined your life. And they're like, and my parents did it too. It's like, why are we raising so many generations of deadbeats who have no dreams or aspirations? They just are sucking off welfare or whatever from society. Like they never even had, through the 12 years of school, however long, 10 years of school, a thought that they could do anything else. And if we glorify it, it just makes other people think that that's okay. It's not saying that like if it happens to you, we need to shame you, but that's not necessarily the best case scenario. But these shows are glorifying this, and other teens who are all dumb because they don't know anything
They
are
just wanna be
seeing
famous.
this, thinking
Yeah,
like,
they get
oh, I
those.
could just have a baby and be on this show or whatever. I just think that's
Yes.
poor taste.
I agree with you.
I don't know where this is coming from.
Me neither,
Half of
but I like
that
it.
was the rambling of an old man, right? That like that right there. You just watched Cliff Beach like slowly getting into the 40s of just like, I don't get the kids today. They got the music when I was young. It was different, and the MTV, and now the whores are out. They got a baby. Let me tell you, because they're all freaks. It's like the George Carlin thing, you know. You put them all on. It's so that people that are different than that watch that.
Oh yeah, you want to see the spectacle.
Yeah. And the reason why I brought it up really is selfishly, I could have gotten some of that money if it happened 40 years ago. When MTV started, it could have been my baby time. You know, I could have been the first Black Gerber baby, and I have regrets.
Wait.
Strained prunes.
Okay.
That was your.
I'm not. You know what? I'm going to let you take all of the jokes on this one. We're very woke here. I'm not. I can't say much anymore. But
have you seen, like, I send people pictures. I'm probably like gonna get registered at some point. But when you look at like a diaper picture, because I have a lot of friends having babies. No, do you notice that they make very weird poses of babies on there? Like some of them look like a little Black girl that's definitely going to become a stripper, like on the Pampers picture. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
yes.
Look it up.
Yes. We've talked about this in the past. The sexy babies on
like
diaper boxes. Like when they're all like, yeah, look at the Gerber baby, right? She was all, what was the one where the copper tone?
Yeah.
Like, oh, my baby.
Butter babies.
Butter baby. Is that what you said?
Jeez.
I don't think.
Just look at some of those Pampers photos.
Yeah,
like some of them are very
This
weird.
isn't turning out okay. And listen, we'd like to thank Disney for the sponsorship this week before we show these clips. And Pampers. No, none of them we're not related to any of them. Even the people who manufacture the cups have asked us to.
Are you talking like this one right here? The koi, like around the.
I mean, cute, but at the same time, it's just like it's a little weird.
So, like, basically, if you were to make this same pose and put it on like an Instagram model at 18, you'd be like, "This is a celebrity post, right?"
Yeah,
if this were
especially this one,
Jessica Biel's, or what is it, Zalon Delay? Who's the new one that is? You just witnessed this me become an old man. Who's the new actress is? She's on the Euphoria. Zendaya? Yeah.
Or Zendaya?
I have no idea.
Yeah, like this Kirkland one, like that looks like a baby, you know, like it's just laying there, whatever, you know.
Well, the one
That's
baby
waiting
didn't
for
make it
an
all the way to
ass
the left. That looks like a crime scene photo of a baby in the top left corner.
This is clearly a Marilyn Monroe tribute down here.
Where's the podcast going right now? Okay.
Where is it going?
I mean, where is it going? Oh, no, I don't. Now, I'll say something else. I don't like girls like with their shirts off and stuff. Like, I don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, you mean the babies?
Yeah, when they have like.
And if this is so cute, why don't on Depends we see old men in these poses?
No, that's
that's fun. That's very fun. That's. Oh my God! You want to talk about the next sketch we're gonna film? You just wrote it, my friend.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, they show pictures on Depends. Just look up Depends now, Tim. And they get like a guy like maybe 10 years, 50, 55. And they try to make him look cool. And he's like, definitely diapers. And you're like, yeah, you couldn't pay me enough to be that spokesperson. I wouldn't be the spokesperson for herpes medication either. It's like people would just think I had it even if I didn't.
Oh, true.
Oh,
so it does look like they're packing a lot of.
Like, look at the black guy one.
Okay,
the one on the right.
First of all, if you know anything on how Hollywood works, and we'll use the word Hollywood very loosely in this context, that this is a casting. Like, someone got paid $150.
Yeah.
To come and take some pictures in front of a green screen.
But they didn't tell him what it was for.
I like how you're not clicking on any of them for us to be able to see them. I love that people watching on a phone right now can definitely. Would you click on an image, producer? You know what we're doing? Hey, you want to go to Cinegear?
How much would you need to get paid to pose this brand? You are now the face of incontinence.
Oh wow!
You laugh.
So basically,
and you
what
pee.
is my sell? So this is a contract for.
Oh, XXL. Okay, now.
That's what I would need.
But
so
they're not sexy
in
poses.
perpetuity, right? But how much to be this person?
There you go.
A lot more than they got paid. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, I know how little these people made.
Yeah.
It's like a penny saver model, essentially. Maybe they pay you just in Depends, like when you get that you didn't win
Here
Wheel
we
of
go.
Fortune.
Oh my god, I can read the casting notice right now. I get, and they're like,
When would
there it is.
when would that situation of the three of us ever happen in real life?
When we get
Honestly,
together, talk about
it does
Depends.
happen, but in Vegas, like, when the guys are getting dressed to go out or whatever, like, there have been times we've been in our boxers, sharing a hotel room or whatever.
But we would wear Depends in shame. We would not show you that because
Not if we all wore them.
That's-
If
But
we
those
all
are pretty
wore
nice looking Depends.
we could all go in on like a crate of Depends and really,
Exactly. So how much would they pay you? It depends. I don't know.
I would say like hard money, the taxes, age, all this shit, like into my bank account, 500,000. I would do it.
What
Oh,
if
500,000 for sure.
now? What if you could somehow, in the look in your eye, convey like, you guys get that I'm just doing this. I don't wear these. You're like,
I don't know.
You understand that this is the only thing. This is after years of not learning anything.
Tim, you have no final approval when you're getting paid that little, so you would look like you just pooped your pants, essentially.
Yes. Well, that's the other thing, right? So Black Cliff Beach knows that, once you sign that form, they can do whatever they want with the pictures they've taken. So you don't really know, which is why these interviews, which is why when you kill your wife, don't start talking, right? Especially if you really did kill her and you're in the interrogation room, just get a lawyer. Like they're
It's
going to
that
come to you
simple.
anyway, but you need to get a lawyer. You need to help. But once you know the questioning once it's been 2 hours and you haven't had a Sprite, to reference the book and movie, Mystic River. I don't know if anyone's a fan of that. Give me a Sprite, Dave, if you guys remember that. Anyway, great movie. Except I thought about that movie. I'm going off another tangent here. I thought about that movie yesterday and how Kevin Bacon's wife character was so unnecessary.
oh really?
I've noticed that in order to have sometimes an additional female story or a love story or a story with a kid or an emotional thing and an action thing, that it really is unnecessary. Like Natalie Portman in Heat didn't need to exist at all.
She
And
was
if
in Heat.
anything, like, so, but it's not for me. It's for the women that are stuck watching that movie with their man. So they need to put it in there. But it's like, we don't need. But if you've seen Mystic River, there's just the whole thing where he talks to his wife. His wife left him. So then, like, in the middle of all this very heavy drama, it's just her lips on the phone being like, and he's like, I miss you. And she's like, I'm not ready. It's just, it was almost as if the movie was cut already, and they were like, all right, we need to add some feeling scenes. So it's not all. Mystic River's a movie starring Sean Penn.
Yes.
Oscar winning.
Wasn't that Robbins guy in there?
Who else there? Who's the guy? Who's the Culver City guy we always see? Tim Robbins.
Yeah, Tim
Oh,
Robbins
yeah.
in there.
Tim Robbins, who has the Actors Circle or Actors Gang or whatever in Culver City.
Actors gang, yep.
Actors Gang.
Worst
who was
gang
the other
ever.
guy? Lawrence Fishburne.
Morpheus.
And then who was? It was definitely Morpheus. Who was the other? Kevin Bacon. Kevin
Yeah.
Bacon. But his thing with his
Baconator.
wife is
Who likes the little sausage?
so shitty bits in a row.
How do you feel about women aging in Hollywood? I saw some kind
I don't like it.
I
I
saw
don't
a
want to see
meme.
it.
I saw a meme of like Madonna after plastic surgery.
Oh, I don't
What
like
the hell
Alright.
happened to her? Now she looks like a weird
She's
Barbie Kardashian. Or
whatever.
something.
She's gross. She gives me the skeevies now. Like it's like
If that's what she did to her face, you know she did something to her.
oh, she totally got that labia reduction.
rejuvenation. I done had to get on both sides. Now.
She's like, oh my god, is this a Jewish deli or is that my grandmother's vagina? I don't know.
Cat
Ah.
Stanley.
Are you guys
Boar's
referring-
head? That's a boar head clitoris.
Oh, that's a nice, delicious.
Yeah, she gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like,
That's Madonna?
It's
yeah,
bad.
that's what I'm saying. It's
It's
gross.
really bad.
She looks like she got beat up.
Like, look at that picture.
That's funny. That does
Second
look like the
down.
photo someone took.
down to the left.
Oh, like Kennedy's head back to
Yeah.
the left.
Like, you shouldn't be 60 and be trying to have fillers and look like you're 20.
That's
That's
the problem.
weird.
No one's taking her like a small baby and just shaking her, just shaking some common sense into her.
Well, they don't have the right checks and balances for plastic surgery. That's how someone like Michael Jackson could die.
Right.
Because they don't have the right checks.
No one says no. No one says, hey, you're not going to want to do that.
You can smooth this part out, but look right here. You can't do it.
No, the hands are the hardest.
That's a
The hands
claw.
are the hardest to do.
That's a beast claw.
But it's like, I prefer you aging. Cher's had a lot of plastic surgery. She looks relatively better than Madonna, for sure.
Yeah. She probably
At
won't.
least 20 years older. It's creepy, though. Like, I was like, oh, Madonna, who's very recognizable. And she was pretty in her own right. You're not going to be 30 forever.
It's over now. You have to stop competing against a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Because
the freedom
the
you
guys
have.
your
You don't
age
have to.
are still looking at the 20-year-olds. Like,
Yeah, I can roll back the mileage.
Like
My
that
car's
age
so old.
stays the same as you continue on, right? Not to go
Yeah.
all right on you, but you get it.
All right.
Yeah, and they're not with you because you look a certain way. They're with you because you're famous. You know, you're an icon. Not everybody can say they're an icon. There's Madonna, there's Prince, there's Michael Jackson. That's pretty much the top three from that decade of 80s onward.
Well, she should wrap it up, and as it's over. Like Sophia Loren or something. I'd rather like a classy, like I think you got to stop playing the slut card. It doesn't work for you. You got to go classy. You can go sexy classy, but if you're almost 70, if you're almost a septuagenarian,
But something happens though to women. Like, a lot of people look unrecognizable. Like, after they had years have passed. Like, if you look at George Clooney, he looks just like an older George Clooney.
Last night, James Corden announced his retirement from the Late Late Show.
He's so
in
young.
1 year.
Good.
So now I like to also say that he's not retiring as much as they're removing him. Yeah, let's be honest, because his it's not going too great over there. The numbers,
Are people turning on him? I don't know much about him.
Well, here's the thing.
He's British. Go back there. Tired of people coming
Here's
over
the
here.
thing. TV, these shows are dying. It doesn't matter. This is the Carson stage. This is somebody who is probably now dead. But
That guy is dead.
I mean, this bitch is dead.
Well, they have YouTubers that are getting shows like Lily Singh.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. So more comedians get more views. As you can look down at our numbers, right? This is where the numbers come from. Not comedians are getting more attention and more fame, or whatever you want to call it, online than they doing a spot on the Late Late Show doesn't move the numbers. I'm repeating what I'm hearing professionals say. Right? This isn't from me. Now, I'm vaguely in comedy, right?
Adjacent.
Finally, you've admitted it.
I'm like, I'm the guy outside the club who's like, I'll get in someday. But I thought this whole time his name was James Corbin, and I thought he was on the Late
Bee.
Show. So to show you how little that I didn't even know what his real last name was and what show he was on. Now this may be because I don't give a shit, but the numbers are down. People don't like him. It's just funny. I mean, so what? Whatever, it's done. Unless he's moving up, unless he's taking Jimmy Fallon's spot or Seth Meyers or whatever. But
No.
whatever.
They won't give up those spots.
Whatever. But I didn't even know his name. I don't even know the real show. But I
love
wanted
the
to-
musical guest.
Comedians in cars.
No,
all the
karaoke.
things they stole from YouTubers. All of
No,
these games that they took that they blatantly stole from other people.
No, I'm saying he has Reggie Watts as his musical host.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
he's
yes.
he's great. He's
Yes.
great.
Of comedy.
But yeah,
Bang Bang.
did
Reggie,
you know?
Reggie, dude, send your resume to Poor Life Choices. Okay, you're gonna need a gig. We need. You're gonna have to work under Cliff though. He's the musical services director, so you gotta.
That's true.
So be it. But I wanted to mention how comedy, that the talk shows don't really make a difference, and that there aren't really the Johnny Carsons anymore. No one's cool.
Oh, the tastemakers or whatever.
Yeah, no one's cool.
Trendsetters.
No one's there. No one's getting lung cancer. You know what I mean? No one's. There's no cool. It's so safe now. It's so Disney. It's so Fortune 500 that Jimmy Carson. There was like an edge. What's his name? The Scottish guy had it. Craig
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Yeah. Craig Kilborn.
But there's nobody like sexy or that like because women love Johnny Carson, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure he was a fuck machine,
And they have insomnia. They're always up.
They're always
they hate
up,
their
right?
husbands.
And that why wouldn't you? But that's when. But he was cool, and he had that kind of. He was
Because he wasn't
goofy and cool at the same time.
Because he wasn't trying to be anybody else. That's the difference. That's what we've lost in the last 30, 40 years of entertainment. Like, look at Stevie Wonder. He fought to be able to write his own stuff and produce stuff that didn't sound like anybody else. Now, everything sounds like a carbon copy. Hollywood or whoever, executives who know nothing about anything, but just be like this other thing that has taken off. There's no originality anymore. That's why they keep reheating leftovers, releasing shittier versions of the same movies. I'm an old man.
This is the second old man
love it.
rant.
I like this. I like.
You know what?
this
I
little
also don't like the
flip
music
through
in this. I
trends.
don't like music to the videos today, the talk show hosts. But there's nobody cool. Like, there's got to be like kind of a sexy. But there's a thing where like not sexy, but like obviously Jimmy Fallon, like how could you can't possibly give a shit, right? Everyone says he's like the rumor around town is that he's just a drunk and he hates
really?
it. But like how can you pretend to love everything always for 10 years without wanting to go home and fucking swallow like how can you not want to live a life of
It's exhausting.
I'm enjoying talking to this YouTuber or whatever. Even Letterman, right? At least Letterman was like had a little bit of a bite to him. But everyone was so clean. Jimmy Fallon, this guy, James, what's his name?
Corden, I think it's
Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's out.
Yeah.
Right? But where's like
Corbin is in sight.
who would be good? Who would like
They need that Dateline guy. Like he has a clear animus to everyone he talks to.
no. Split the difference. Go John Mulaney.
Yeah.
Oh.
They need-
Right? If you put him in a suit, right? Because he's got that edge. He would be good because he would. The problem is giving 100% to the celebrities where they have to pretend no matter what it's great. Where David Letterman was just like, okay, well, this is almost over. Like when David Letterman didn't like the guest, he let you know.
Yes.
You can't do that anymore. But if you got John Mulaney or somebody like that who look boom, 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 he would rock that. And he would bring kind of a, plus he's banging high. Plus he's cheating. Hey, we all say, money, you get more power, more, what's the point of running Mexico, the drug trade, unless you got bitches, huh? Bring on the point. I've lost. Okay.
Yeah, it needs more originality. Someone needs to be a ball buster, especially to these famous for doing nothing
Yes.
bullshit.
They need that.
people.
Yeah.
You need
That's why-
something. Like there's too many people who it's like, all you do is have a lot of Instagram followers. Like that is not impressive to me. I mean, one, most people buy them. And two, it doesn't really matter. It's like, unless you have something to say, unless you're doing something interesting, like we used to praise people who were talented and worked on their craft. Like, why is it so easy to win so many Grammys at once when originally winning one was like a lifetime achievement? Like,
Well, because
why
it's
now,
not an
like, oh, now you're
achievement.
famous, you have 10.
Well, because let's be honest. Your highest and mighty is the Grammy. So you respect the Grammy as the award in which you would feel would validate you the most, right? Just like, obviously, I'd love to win an Academy Award, right? Or an Emmy, right? But never gonna happen. But
Razzie.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Jimmy Savile Award. Like, what?
Where's
Give
blowjob?
all that money to the Children's Hospital, the comedian. Yeah. Where's that going with that? Help me out. Give me a
Oh,
bit.
the Grammys.
The
is
Grammy's
highest.
the pinnacle.
Oh,
That's
but
the
And
one.
he
so
respects it
for,
so much.
So for you, it's such a moment of this was the goal to get. But now that you know that so many of these things are purchased and bought and worked out ahead of time, that you know enough that behind the curtain, it's not about the music, but you still want it, right? Like everybody
course.
wants to win the award,
Yeah.
but it's really marketing, right? this is all worked out ahead of time, I'm sure. I mean, you get to vote in the Academy.
Right. But why do when people accept their award, like they always say something like, I could never imagine this happening. Yes, you did. And even beyond that, why do you have to fake humility that you really don't have? You don't do it any other platform until you're there. And then why did they use it as a soapbox to talk about something that has nothing to do with the award? That's like my huge pet peeve. It's like, just say, thank the people who helped you produce the record and move on. We don't
Stop sending a Native American woman on your behalf.
Damn you, Marlon Brando. Damn you, Marlon.
Marlon
Didn't you
looks
kill
a
everybody in that film?
He was happy. Yeah, he's it's we were talking about.
But famous for being famous is stupid. There's always been a little bit of that, but social media has made it too prevalent. There's with the Kardashians stuff like that. It's like your dad was a great lawyer. You guys are terrible. I mean, just terrible people. Right. Money has not helped you to become. But
it's because they're not respected. Is why you watch it. It goes back to your 16 and Me or something. It's because they're the freaks.
Yeah, you want to see.
You're not watching them because you. I mean, the girls that want to be like them are obviously they end up old. They old ladies. You know, listen. Everyone should find love. That's what the show's all about.
Okay, just find.
All right, Madonna, calm down. You know.
They find whatever, but they don't find happiness. If you're getting that much plastic surgery or need to be you need that much attention from people to have any kind of self-worth, you're not doing something right. Well, spend the time on therapy and get your mind right.
Empathy to women in Hollywood having, but at the same time, isn't that the point? I mean, why am I paying? Why are you getting paid $20 million? Do a couple sit-ups, lady. Like, you know what I mean? You got to give it to like the Melissa McCarthy's. Or McCarthy, who's fantastic, right? She's making millions. She's like, I'm not doing any of that. She's like, I'm going home, having a hamburger.
Well, that's because you need that. Like she's that funny fat lady. She's that messed up her brand. But look at Adele. She looks great.
Fuck
I don't know how she lost that.
You know what? Fuck them. Fuck Adele and fuck the other one. Who's the other one? The big fat.
Oh yeah, Rebel Wilson.
Yeah. No, come on. Because here's why. People love because it gave people hope that looked like them. Now, what they have done is they said to all those people, all those real fans who loved you when you were like that, I want everybody else. I want to go up. I want the bigger fans. I don't respect it, right? If your whole thing, I'm not saying I'm not advocating staying obese, but what I'm saying is that
you can be healthy.
You know, to be known as a person of size who is influential,
yes.
You get it, right?
Lizzo's holding it down,
and now you get all skinny, and now you're all about you're on the opposite thing. For me, it's like if Dom DeLuise got abs, you're like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, why? It's just unnecessary.
You know who had abs? Jesus.
I bet you anything. Jesus did have abs, but he had very calloused feet, very dirty.
That's rough.
What a cleanliness! In fact, they made it a thing. They're like, "Hey, you want to clean my feet? Anybody interested in cleaning these?
Please, yeah,
these toes."
Prostitute. She dries hair.
I'm going to say a bold statement, like a Chex Mix on sale, that the next Rebel Wilson movie will not be as funny.
Oh,
now that she's hot. She won't be funny because now
she
won't be free in comedy. She'll be, how does this look? How does this? I mean, I've been on set with a guy who's doing push-ups in between takes so that his arms are ripped. Can you imagine having that? Not me. I just kept eating crafts. I kept eating the gummy bears. He was the star. I was the bodyguard. Yeah. I'm like,
you were watching him from the craft service table.
Wow. Somewhere there's a blooper of just me being like, I got another burrito to go.
Yeah, why is there no best stunt person? Like, why don't they get awards?
I think they do. I think but
they do. Like they have different levels
that they don't show, right?
Yes. So they do. Oh. They have the awards for ones that people don't give a shit about. Where ugly people do the jobs, they don't show those on TV.
At the Ramada.
Yeah, that's why they put the writers like the best screenplay like real quick. You know what I mean? Like, let's go ahead and get this.
Yeah,
that's a couple of hot people writing awards. Get those out, and now here's The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, after the Will Smith slap, it's just downhill from there.
Yeah.
Now you got to slap.
So he got banned. So what I love is he got banned from the academy.
But he already quit. So the banning is like, why? He already is not a member. So
but it isn't. He's already won the best award that he could possibly win.
Yep.
So what the fuck does he care? It's like I already won it, and if you're not taking it away from me, that means what am I going to worry about winning it again? You know what I mean? Like once you've won the lottery, you don't need to keep playing anymore. If you got 40,
you've done
just
it.
wrap it up.
Yeah, he's achieved all he needs to do. Now, I don't know how close to EGOT he is. I know he's got Grammys. I know he's got an Oscar. I don't know if he won an Emmy for his TV work. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Tony, if he does a one-man show, Slap Happy or whatever.
Yeah.
This ad brought to you by Cliff Beach.
then yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it is kind of BS. Like people have done so much more. Like you look at like a Roman Polanski or whatever. Like he won an Oscar and he definitely was raping children. Like why is it because like why no one cares about that? You know what I mean? Like they didn't say let me take his Oscar back. Like he clearly won. He couldn't come here to receive it because he'd be captured immediately.
Right. So should the man separate for? Can you separate a man from the art? Like, do you? Like, I know Tim Hall reads Mein Kampf for more of the jokes and not the actual.
Yeah,
overall.
I'm still looking for the jokes, but
he also wins Carnegie's How to Influence People. They're both on the back of his toilet.
Yeah, that's the balance.
And he has a big can of cigarette butts from where he reads them and he smokes.
Yeah, but see, like we don't live in a world where you can have that duality. Like Tim can't come out and be like Hitler was a genius. People will be like, "You're a fucking anti-Semite." That is not what he said. The thing is that people
but a good CEO, like a terrible person,
terrible people, and still, you can find a good biscuit in a garbage can. People
right?
Can't separate.
Obviously, we've all been outside of a Dunkin' Donuts at 12:01 a.m.
Yeah, I don't care if it's hot and ready. I want that.
I'm just looking for that KFC biscuit. They're in there.
Woo!
Yeah.
Give me the bones for David Jones. We got other problems though. I mean, it's like I was walking somewhere where there was just like I saw like a homeless person smoking crack, like literally yesterday. And I thought to myself, wow, they really didn't offer me anything. No, they need some kind of reform there. Like we're pretending like this doesn't exist. We have like a third world.
What is happening
within our?
Did you just go to AAA and ask for a senior tour of Europe? Are you going
Actually,
to
I
Reno?
just got the pamphlets. They were too busy to take me on the tour.
AARP.
Yeah, they had to go upstairs. They had to sneak away.
They had to sneak away. But
we totally called out 3 old ladies who were just trying to like live, like, you know what I mean? Just live together in a home.
Well, that's Jamal. He was always wrestling. That's my baby.
Has he won any awards? Nope.
But his record's undefeated. Of course, they had to close the rest of the program because of the gym teacher situation. We don't talk about it. This used to be a brothel. My great-great-grandmother right here.
So many dicks were sucked in this museum.
Oh, yeah. Her record was also undefeated.
Yeah.
But I don't talk about it.
Oh, yeah. What if they were the prostitutes and they aged out and they took all the money from all the sucking and fucking they did and they put it as and they formed a 501c3. They bought it, and then they bought the building, and now they get to live there tax free. And
I just think all these corporate responsibility, whatever, like they're like, oh, we have to make this change because it's really a PR thing. But they actually didn't make any changes. Like if you really wanted to do something about it, you'd pay it forward. Like you're still $1 billion
They're just
industry.
mentioning it.
You've spent no money to make that right.
Do you feel that the billionaires should pay more taxes?
I think if you have, I think you should be able to keep your money. I mean, you made it. I think do whatever you want. But at the same time, I think taxes should be proportionate to what you make. I think it should be flat. So if everybody has to pay 30% tax, then that's fine. But if I make $500, that 30% is going to be, for me, actually, it should be a sliding scale. Because if you did it as a percentage, someone who makes less money, the percentage for them at a flat rate would be much higher. So it needs to be proportionate.
No, but a flat
percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a flat rate.
3% a year or whatever.
Yeah. And then everybody pays it. And there should be no shelters for it. It shouldn't be like, oh, I can do some creative accounting. So then you end up paying nothing and you're a billionaire. That's not right.
Hold on. Well, I don't know. I don't agree about that. We
Don't
are
take
only
his money
playing
away.
with the rules that you have given us, right?
Fuck you, Monopoly, with
No,
your
no,
Monaco.
no, but fuck, no. This is another thing that people don't like. They're like, I don't like it when people do things that I'm not doing, and they hate it. Listen, they rule the world. They've structured it where they don't have to pay it. Yeah, we are the worker bees, and not us. I mean, we don't count, but like,
But I think
people with those jobs.
I think we definitely need more education. Like people should be starting small businesses and writing more stuff off. That's just helpful for everybody. I mean, that is a tax shelter in a way, you know, like people could be doing these things.
Well, this is now. I feel like this is a partly black small business. You're a black small business.
Definitely, and I write stuff off, but not everybody is aware of it.
The point wasn't about the writing off of things.
I'm writing this off.
I understand. Yeah, I'm sure.
Conversations.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
No, I mean, I get it. I understand. I mean, I envy a lot of people.
Why did
If I was
you?
rich, I do.
Did you wake up early, have too much coffee, and read a USA Today? Because you're really like passionate about.
I'm passionate.
You're passionate about, but do you understand? Do you hear yourself? You understand? You're like Centrum Silvering this conversation. Music's no good. Acting's no one.
I'm here for it.
Nothing's. Well, I'm all about it too. I hate everything today. Yeah.
Everything sucks, man.
Where's
changed
Kenny
the way
Burrell?
things
No, that's a
happen.
man who I want to fuck. That's a man who I want to see in 4K.
But look how he was screwed over a couple years ago. Like he had nothing, had to do a GoFundMe. It's like you've taught at UCLA and given to jazz forever, and you have to scramble. Like that's
I
not
donated.
right. I did too.
Yeah.
But it's like that shouldn't happen. Like, and that's because
Right.
record industries didn't give them the royalties they should have gotten. That's what I'm saying. It's like if you really wanted to pay it forward, give that money back.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't getting paid. Is that why?
No, he had. So I think he got scammed. You know, African Prince. Something happened where like he got hacked or his money got taken or whatever. But it's like, you know, UCLA is a big business. You know, they fund a gigantic. They're employing a good chunk of LA.
Whatever happened with him?
He's still there. He's still there. You know, chili con carne, man. Chili con carne.
Yeah.
You know.
That's a good song.
I keep unsubscribing, but they keep resubscribing me. I get pips on La Brea,
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. It's just the pips. No Gladys.
Let me tell you what. No offense to that place, but the worst food I've ever had in Los Angeles. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I've been
Really?
like multiple times I've been there, and the food has been so bad that I'm like, how is this even?
What
They
kind of
redid
fare is
that.
it?
No, I mean, whatever. I'm not trying to burn it. But they spent all this money redoing this whole fucking place. So I went back again. And it was like the same cook and the same 3-week-old chicken. It was nasty.
Yeah. Sure. And you basically have to buy a dinner,
A
right?
lot of knuckles.
Yeah, they're selling it. Some of it will sell like a ticket service
package.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, basically, if I were a single man, I would. You know, it's where you take a lady. It's where you go get drinks, listen to music, but don't have dinner there. Don't do it.
Playboy Jazz Festival got relabeled as Hollywood. What's the name of the place?
Hollywood Bowl Jazz Festival.
Hollywood Bowl Jazz Festival now. Like now you can't even have Playboy attached to it because people are like it's pornography or whatever. It's like after
Yeah, well,
30, 40
yeah.
years.
Playboy's
Right,
still
after
around.
30 years of taking my fucking money, right? After 30 years of taking every dime, you're like, oh, well, okay. Backspace.
Yeah, tits and jazz. Who the fuck cares?
Tits and
Still
jazz.
jazz.
Because it made
I
it sexy.
saw-
DJ.
I saw that festival, my very first Hollywood Bowl show when I moved to LA 20 years ago. And I had a box seat with a guy I never talked to again, unrelated. And Bill Cosby was the host. And Hugh
course.
Hefner was in the front with the girls. And now like there's all these girls coming out like, oh, I didn't know this was gonna happen to me or whatever. You know, I don't have time for these bullshit stories. You knew what you signed up for. Like we know where the jazz is coming from. Just let it roll, you know.
Where's the jazz coming from?
Are we talking about music or sexual assault?
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
kind of
tell.
confused.
Oh no. They're not related?
No, well, I mean, like, you know,
Chili's con carne, man. Chili's con carne.
chili con carne. Yeah. Put the jello, put the penis in the.
I'm just saying, like, I think. Oh my god, what is happening with this?
I think we're the only show that's still on Zoom. Like everyone has gone back, but it's because we're so far away from one another now.
No,
Yeah.
this makes sense. This is like the way people see
There's
it.
there's not enough people watching to make it. You have to
Worthwhile.
understand that I should just take
Just
this
to pay
money
the
and
gas.
time and burn it both in a barrel. But Tim Hall gets to pay for his water heater.
Yeah, this is all going to my water heater.
It's 100%.
My point was about the switching of the name is that we're forced now to do everything to make everybody feel comfortable. But that's stupid. Like if you don't like it, then don't go. You know what I mean? But like it shouldn't be forced to change the name to
too
make you feel
accommodating.
better. Yeah, it's just like why? Because then eventually everything will just be mediocre. You won't, like, comedians can't make the jokes that they used to because everybody gets offended, but that's part of the comedy. It's supposed to be
Right.
laughing at the stuff to normalize it, but now you can't say anything. It's like
But that's
you'll
why
be canceled.
networks are dying. So that's why comedians are like, the Bobby Lees are like, this is what I do. I shove candy bars up my ass. Like, it's what I do. Hire me or don't hire me.
Well, that sounds good.
Fifth
Where
Avenue.
do I sign up for that?
Probably at any bodega. I'm sure you could find somebody who would be willing to shove up Milky Way.
And speaking of which,
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
So Hot Ones is not just online; it's on TV now. But now they have merch. I saw someone who purchased like a hot sauce set.
Yeah, they may have their own hot sauce.
Amazing
Yes.
marketing.
In the third year, I think somebody sat down and said, your hot sauce is now 1, 5, and 10, and then you're gonna have those other ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
very brilliant.
the
Yeah, I love seeing
bomb, I
that stuff.
believe, is the hottest one that they offer, right?
So show me those
the
mugs.
last
Show me that UNT.
it's called
merch.
the last
Where's
dip
the
or
mug?
something. Last
There you go.
Last dab.
dab. Yeah, that's what it was. Last dab.
Why don't? Okay. Since we were talking about ripping off the
your
show
water.
doing a Hot Ones episode,
Yes.
why don't we order the Hot One sauce so that we're at least,
Oh, we're on the same level.
that we're saying,
we're
hey,
in the
thanks
same
for,
ego.
we're ripping you off. Not
Hell no! I'm using Sweet Baby Ray's on my wing.
Oh, that's it.
I
There's no
can
heat
do
there.
it. And black bitchin' sauce.
slap your mama.
Black clip pieces. Woo, that's hot.
Okay. Here's what I'd like you to do, Tim Hall. I'd like you to take what he just did there. Ooh, that's hot from this episode. I want you to clip it out. And I just want you to post that under Blackcliff Beach. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So just that 3-second little thing. You just
Ooh,
put it
that's
out.
hot.
You know what I mean?
Done.
Okay. So that's your assignment.
Okay.
Oh my God. Well, listen, fellas, let's get into the Tim will cut a bunch of this shit out. But
I
let's
think
get into
that's
TikToks. Let's get into there if you're interested.
Halo. Pada saya ni, saya nak kasih tahu pula bahawasanya saya ni accident lari kepada kereta memotor langgar pokok. Pokok tu tak nak lari kat saya.
Oh.
Tetapi apabila seorang lawyer tu tanya saya,
Okey.
awak ni kenapa?
I have so many questions, and I'm thinking Star Trek for some reason, but oh god.
That's a lot of space that has been removed, or that was.
I
I mean, I don't know if there's
Grace
something-
of God. I mean,
Oh god. I don't know if that's just always been there or from an accident.
it must be hard, like buying hats. Like his haberdasher must be like, oh God, here comes Doug again.
It's just surprising what you can live through.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, right? I mean, that
Yeah.
truly, that is amazing, and God bless that man. I mean, I have no idea what this is.
Oh,
got
they're like, that's enough. That's
Denied.
enough. There was a line and you crossed it, sir.
It's like arranged marriage, like straight to.
Yeah, he's.
I don't
But you
think
know,
I would
they-
like that. I mean, it works. I mean, culturally, I mean, this.
I was gonna say they outperform our marriages in America, like based on divorce rate.
Well, because they're not worried about happiness, and they're not. Hey, but James Corbin, who I wonder if they're going to replace him with. Let's get Trevor Noah. Get him over there. He's got
No, he's not gonna leave jail, so he's got a sweet spot there.
right. You need the Disney guy. You need another Fallon.
Yeah,
bullshit.
but I like that business arrangement marriage style. I think it's great to get married and already come up. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Either
so
you got a dowry, or like now you're part of a different
Yeah, you
business.
got 35 goats.
well, I look forward
something.
to. All right, Cliff. Good.
Get your hair like this.
What the fuck, Angus?
He's fine.
They were shaving his head, they left him a mohawk, and then he cut his trimmers so that he stuck with it. They're obviously in a hotel room, so they're like in Vegas, I'm sure.
That went way longer than I needed to.
That's true. They did take too many liberties, as Brian says.
Yeah,
I like the one where the girl's curling her hair and like wetsuit and just loses her hair instantly. That's
I'll get into it. There's a lot of videos this week. Just roll right into them. Let's
Get
get
in
them
there,
out.
Tim.
Legal no. Gana tu prima.
Ten cuida.
Ven para acá. Ven.
Amate que la parió.
Yes, I
That's
like
it.
that.
Yeah,
They
that's
can change effects so quickly.
yeah, definitely. They're like, oh, okay. Yes. My
We
child
need some of
likes
that
to fake
carried
cry.
forward. I feel like stuff as adults sticks to us like forever. People never get over stuff.
I feel like you just got out of therapy this morning. Oh, look at this male Karen. How not to remove a wasp nest. It shouldn't be wasps
Oh
nest.
boy.
Yeah, you should not do it.
Wasps test. Yeah.
He's just
they're
got a
next.
plastic bag.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Keep swinging it. Keep swinging it.
I hope he's not allergic.
Stupid.
First of all, you should have called a professional.
Took a Dwayne Reed bag.
You also should have
You
had
went
like
over
a
that, and he was just like he's
suit on.
whipping it like somehow
This'll calm them down.
the centrifugal
That'll make the honey.
force.
They don't even make honey. You bastards.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Now look at this. She doesn't tan her face, so she's not.
It's extreme. It's extreme.
So it looks like.
Bodybuilder.
Does she have? Yeah, but she's got. I've never seen
Butt implants?
Oh, you think they're implants?
It might be.
I think she squats her way to that.
You think she earns it? Now this is a woodworking video.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to
spread it
discuss. I
used
don't know
to-
if it's
I
a
used my
poplar
pinky.
maple. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim.
I just use my pinky to spread the glue out, but she uses a brush.
She knows what she's doing, though. Like, nobody, no craftsman ever would be in that outfit to make.
Okay,
that
first of all,
product.
I've seen Bob Vila wearing the exact same
I remember that
outfit.
episode. Yeah. That
Yeah,
was
you remember
crazy.
that one? As you'll know that from the East Coast. Right?
Yeah.
I used to love watching This Old
This
House.
Old House
and
was
the,
great.
And the
Yeah.
new Yankee Workshop. Not as good, but still good. Like different, but a lot of expensive machinery that as a child you couldn't appreciate.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, Jesus, why?
Cheese aisle?
Yeah,
Oh my
in case you're a listener,
Hurry, hurry.
that is a woman having extreme diarrhea in the middle of a supermarket next to all of the prepackaged steaks and tomahawk meats and things like that. So she just
That was
squatted and had did what she had to do, and then thank God for short pants. This
I
is
know, I
why
was gonna
women
say.
wear short pants.
But how would you do it so projectile, like laser precision?
Because it had to go.
It had to leave.
It had to go. It was coming out either way, and she did it in the most. It's either going to go all over her, or she can just be like, I saw a couple kids run by pooping earlier.
Yeah, and I got an idea. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, who was she calling?
She's drinking milk. She's been drinking some milk.
like that's a video of like you're an attractive woman. Like this is this video like when you're applying for a job in 12 years?
That's what shows up.
The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Bitch. Stupid bitch. Look at that. I'm provoking that, huh? I'm making motherfuckers just hate God more. I'm provoking that, huh? You goddamn devil worshiper, you ain't got no excuse.
I don't think he knows what he's talking about.
I think that man would kill me. I think that man
it's compelling. It's compelling for sure.
that man would kill me for making a joke and then say that Jesus made him do it. You know what I mean? And he would be okay with it. And then he would just go down and finish his lunch. He'd be, we're at a To-Go's.
Oh,
you guys, is it To-Go's or To-Go's?
it's a mystery.
My name is Thomas Meyer, and I'm 41, and I'm looking for a woman who will be my hun. I'm looking for a woman I can love all my life, a woman who will agree to be my wife.
Now, here's what
Every part
I
has a
noticed
lid.
right away. There it is. You see right here? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Look at the
That's
corner
what
of
you
his mouth.
noticed first?
Look at the corner of his mouth.
Be my wife.
You see it,
Yeah.
that clinging material?
Yes.
That's got to be
That
taken
was-
care of, I think.
That,
before
that,
the ladies
that was
come
the
around.
that was the least of it, Tim.
Yeah,
There were lots
I
of
didn't
problems.
even. There were so many more apparent things that were wrong with that video, and that you were looking at the corner of his mouth.
It's
I
a teardown.
have a friend of mine who does that though. He
It's a
thumbs
complete
up.
teardown.
He foams
Yeah.
up a little.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, friend of
But you
mine's
know
a
what?
big FOMO.
We need a follow up to see if he got one or not. Because every part has a lid. Somebody would be like, "I'd fuck with that."
Name 5 things that are orange.
An orange.
Okay, 1.
A cone.
Okay, 2.
Let's go. A
What the fuck
you know those,
am
like,
I watching?
vest
This
that
I
goes,
don't
like,
know what this is at all. I'm so disinterested.
Construction.
I just can't be the last one. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Again, who's saving these? Who
No,
is
but that was-
saving these to my account?
That was interesting though, because I was even like watching it, not able to think of 5 more things back to back to back.
Oh.
An orange, a watch hand, safety cones,
You got it.
the
Safety
Poor
vest.
Life Choices logo,
Yeah,
and my
for sure.
wallet.
You've got an orange wallet?
Yeah, I do, because
Nice.
there's another old man thing. It's because I always lose it. I got orange has become my.
It's true though. It's not a color you think of readily. Like if you say red, you probably think of something faster than orange.
Let's do it. Give me 5 things that are red. Clef Beach, go.
My phone. See, this is how you do it. No, the traffic light, blood, my clothes,
Yeah.
my phone, my headphones.
This is another episode of Unnecessary. Talking with Brian Sturges, and I am at Brian Sturges, at Cliff Beach Music, at Black Cliff Beach, at Timothy All Music, at Mr. Brian Sturges, at Poor Life Choices TV. We're doing it, fellas. And of course, as always, we'll see you